Hey, hello everybody, and welcome to the opening day of the Prove Your Skill first tour, first group, first stage number one. And there are three stages to each group, so to each part, sorry. So a little bit about the tour first. So this is Prove Your Skill number one. This is stage one. There are two other stages. There are 4 Prove Your Skills in total. We are rolling out in about, 3 and a bit minutes from my clock. You are on a delay, however, because it's a tournament. Normally, I would have my webcam and everything up and running, but I've decided not to do that today for umpteen different reasons. And as we get into the tournament, then I'll start using that. We are rolling out first off this evening with BPS, and I believe it's BPS's top team. So that's going to be an interesting one. Now, look, I'm not gonna beat around the bush. Whilst it's all very exciting to see the opening bounds of the tour, to be honest with you, the way that the win rate seeding works is that it's strongest to weakest principle. So what we're going to do, we're going to jump into the tournament element. And there we go. BPS, well, they're here. They have their team almost already. And as you can see, there's some pretty wild and well-known names there. We're going out on New Bay, by the way. And we have Foxy, who is the captain, I believe. General, Ghosty, Ut, Tast, and F, of course. And on the other side, we have Elita. Now, I don't know who Elita are, to be honest with you, but remember what I said about the strongest to weakest principle. Now, I believe they're a Polish clan. Yes, they are a Polish clan. So hopefully I'm not going to mess any of their names up. And I wish them the best of luck. They've only got 4 players at the moment in the room, but we've still got over 2 minutes to go, so there is plenty of time. I don't know this team, I don't know this clan, so bear with me, guys. This is Tank Master WOTB, I believe. The Polish people amongst you, you can correct me on my pronunciation. I would be very grateful. We then have Philip Vicker. I'm going to call you Philip if you don't mind, because Philip Vicker is going to really trouble me. We then have West Coast Parzan. Ah, Parzan. That's an Italian thing, isn't it? Marcinkny. It's like the APA, the previous APA. I don't know if he is an APA anymore, but like, we used to have an APA player called Marcink. That's a little bit same. And then we have Flid. Is that Fid? I believe that's Fid. And then Lukasek. Hopefully I'm pronouncing these right. I don't. My Polish is non-existent, to be perfectly honest with you, chaps. So I'm not doing it on purpose. And any of you kind Polish people out there, if you could tell me how to pronounce these properly, then I'll be very happy. And now we have a full team now for BPS. Daniel has jumped in. We don't quite have a full team just yet for Elita. However, they're missing a player at the moment. It is best of 3. We're going out onto New Bay. This give us a chance to see. I mean, I'll be perfectly honest with you. I mean, BPS, they've just come off the back of a win in the community tour, which is that of the BPC. They've been flying high for a long time on the tour circuit here on EU. I'm expecting them to take this one a little bit sort of laid back. And as we can see there, I mean, we've got Foxy in a Kranwagen, Daniel in a Bat Chat, General in the AMX M4, Ghosty in the WZ113 GFT. I'll get to the rest when we kick in, because I thought I had a little bit longer than that, but clearly I didn't. Tast in the Leo 1, F, of course, in the E4, and Ut in the Sheridan. It's well, you can see that. I mean, the hit points are firmly in favour of the other team, even though they've got a tank down. That's because they've gone very heavy, with the 60 TP, an IS-4, T-57 Heavy, a Type 71, and the VK-72. As I said, I'm expecting, and this is no disrespect to Elita, by the way, but I'm expecting the BPS guys to take this one a little bit sort of slow in methodical. Not slow. I think they're going to sort of basically rush out there and rush them a little bit, which is normally. You can already see the way that the BPS guys are going. I mean, Tass there in the Leo one is trying to push heavily down to get those early spots, anticipating with that heavy lineup that Elita are using, they are going to be going into the park area and into that C cap, which is no surprise considering the tanks they have. Obviously the T62A there, I don't know if he's AFK. I did see that he was down as a PC player. I don't think he is. It looks like PC, but you can do this on these tablets, but he is AFK. He's not moving, so this is easy damage for the BPS guys. In 2 shots, 3 shots, and shot number 4 will take him out. So already there's a deficit. Yeah, and BPS are just going to sort of breeze this one a little bit. Let's go down and roll and see what the F is doing in this E4. Wow, that's a big shot, so into the F. The F didn't anticipate that a little bit. He thought he was going to be a bit more protected there with that front armor. But now we've got Foxy in the Crown Wagon and Daniel in the back chat rushing in onto the VK. Tast is coming around. They're going to look to take out the 71. Down he goes. And then they'll turn their attention to Tankmaster in the VK72. He drops his tungsten, and it's not going to be any use to him. Down he goes. 3 tanks left, but and to no loss to BPS. Oh, that was a big roll, and the 57 Heavy goes down. West Coast Parzan in the 60 TP. He's a 1-shot. But now they're bullying the IS-4 over here. BPS swarming around him. Down goes the IS-4. Let's have a look at West Coast Tarzan, and it's all over. But that was not really surprising. I'm not going to lie. Nothing against you guys in Elita. You are just up against one of the best teams on the EU circuit. And when you're up against the best teams, guys, you are going to find it pretty tough going. I am not going to lie. So, yeah. But kudos for you guys turning up. Now they have a full lineup, assuming Fid does not go AFK. We're going to swap those spawn points now here on New Bay. Now remember guys, it is best of 3. That's the first 2 victories. And already we have BPS sort of breezing their way through these early stages. I'm not anticipating it getting far too tricky for them in the opening rounds of this PYS. It will start to get a bit trickier tomorrow, I would in the second stage and the third stage. So keep your eyes on those ones. Still got a minute to go. Foxy's now jumped into T100. Daniel into a Death Star General and into so BPS has basically taken 2 Death Stars and everybody else in a T100. So they're just going to have a little bit of chilled out fun and games on this one. Now, a lot of people say that's a bit disrespectful to the clan they're playing against. Playing at this level, guys, it's good to just chill out a little bit. And I know it just feels like it's a little bit disrespectful, but it just releases some of the tension that the players have, to be honest with you, because they will have harder games where it is a lot more stressful. So don't think it is overly disrespectful, even though it looks that way. It really is more of a chill out factor. You know, we can take it easy, we can have a bit of fun. Elita here, wow, Tankmaster's also going out into a 183. Philip is in a Sheridan. G Gemzik has jumped in a 183. West Coast in a 60. Marcin in a 60. So they're also having a little bit of fun with the tanks they've got. And yeah, I would not, you know, it's not like people would turn around and say, oh, they're being disrespectful. I mean, they got 3 Death Stars. And nobody would ever accuse Elita of being disrespectful towards BPS. They know this is a cruise fest for BPS. They know that BPS are going to sort of have a bit of a laid-back chill session, and that's all that is. So, you know, you've got to take it on the chin a little bit, guys. Fair play to Elita for playing the game and playing sports here. I mean, I don't know many clans who would take out 3 Death Stars against BPS. So kudos, and massive kudos to the big brass monkeys on these guys. Now, as you can see, BPS here, well, they're going to be pushing those T100s into more of a YOLO position. Although they have got to be careful, because those 183s, if they do connect, they have the ability of wiping them out. It's as simple as that. General has been spotted. Marcinki has spotted him. The BPS are going to try and float around towards the back of their spawn. I'm going to go over with Elita because, oh, Gemzik getting a bit of a buffer there. coming in from, I believe it was from Tast. I'm not sure though. It could have been Tast or it could have been Oot. I don't know. Oh, West Coast Parzan also feeling a bit of the heat from the double shots there. This one was Tast and Hoot coming in. Oh, that's a bounce over. That one isn't. And you can see here that basically BPS have just contained Elita in their own spawn. They can't really do much about it, to be fair. I mean, they're pretty heavy. They haven't got the mobility to take on the T100s. Already Tank Master has gone down from a 183. So that was General in the 183 taking out another 183. Ghost is coming in now. He's looking for the kill. Looks like the T62A again. He's not AFK. Ghosty is looking to finish off Gemzik. That's what Ghost is looking to do, and he will do. There he goes. Fid will go down. Unfortunately, Lucas, he's going to be outmaneuvered by Tast, who does a bit of a Tokyo drift around the corner there onto the 183. They leave the 183. Tast is just going to finish him off. Moving around, we've only got one tank left, bless him, and it's Philip in the Sheridan, holding his own, trying to get that cap. But he's going to be absolutely inundated with a lot of T100s coming around the corner very quickly. So that, to be fair, was pretty much what I expected in the opening rounds. Again, that's not to sort of belittle or look down on the guys from Elita. As I said, I mean, fair play to them. They took 3 183s. They were having a bit of a giggle as well. So easy opening rounds here for BPS, not gonna lie. So congrats to BPS for having a sort of a breezy opening start to this autumn season. Elita, however, well, you know, don't give up, guys. Keep on in there, and you know, believe me, it'll get better over time. So let's have a look at the tournament, see when the next match is. I'm pretty certain, I mean, there are lots of teams, okay? There are lots of teams, number one. So there are 425 teams. Now, previously, for the tournaments on EU, we only had spaces for somewhere in the region of 250. Oh, a melon killed you. Thank you very, very much, you kind soul. Oh, that is absolutely lovely. And whilst I'm on it, let's forget that for the moment. We'll go into that in a minute. So, hello, Yusuf. Hello, No Skill. Kerfuffles. Hello. A melon killed you with the very generous super chat there. Thank you very much, my friend. Wild Hexy. How are you doing? Faith. Hello. Matex. Hello. Oddie Socks. Love that name. How you doing, big fella? Russian MILF. Hello. Renegiro. Hello. Angie, hello. Toonami123, how are you doing? Martin Mende, how are you? Now, I've said hello to everybody so far. I've got 56 people watching, 57 people watching. Didn't expect that on the opening night, so I'm very happy about that. Guys, don't disappear, don't be strangers. You know, costs you nothing to press a like and give a little subscribe. Please, pretty please, with a little cherry on top. Lovely stuff. So, as I was saying, we've got 425 teams, which is double what we would normally have here on EU. And that's because of the migration, which is a great thing for the tournament circuit. Now, look, we've already got some results coming in. So, it looks like Pink have already turned over Zoltan. So, Pink are looking very strong this season. They're a clan to keep your eyes on. So, remember that. They're already into the finals of the upper bracket. We haven't got anything there. I mean, there are lots grouped quicker through as well into their final, turning over Kajko, I believe. Then we have EUSB. Don't know them, and we'll look into those further. Moving down, UniQQ, they're also through. So we've got, you know, got some clans here that I'm totally unsure of. We've just seen BPS, they have gone through. Zenith are through already into the upper bracket final today. Still looking down. Endgame, hardly surprising, they are through. Charm are through. Oh, we've already got a complete final here between UA and IKPA, so that's interesting. Oxygen are in. We're already down to group 23. This is how many groups there are, guys. There's the other BPS there, BPS Gravitas, they are also through. Pog are through. Eagles are through. I don't know where my clan is. Apley is through. Tess is through. Hate is through. Tournament through. Where's Vale? Vale. If you're not through, you need to all get shot. Absolutely. Where are they? I can't find them. Group 41, Group 42. Crikey. I see Wild Ones Helpers in the chat. How is he going to keep up with 48? We're down to 47, 48 groups. This is craziness. There we are. Viva Vale, Group 49. So, you know, there's so many groups. There's so many groups. And that's not what I wanted to do, actually. What I wanted to do is go back to the chart, because I need to know when the semi-finals are. So we've got these guys, their matches. So the next match is at 13, so it's a couple of minutes. And then, because they all go off at the same time, then this match goes off in 20 odd minutes. So we got plenty of time. We have plenty of time. Well, I say that, but we haven't got plenty of time. We've got minutes few. I believe we're staying. Shocky, how you doing, big fella? Now, I believe we're staying in the bracket. I'm not sure. Normally, I mean, hopefully, daily damage. Now, normally what happens is we get assigned to we get assigned to a sort of team. And thankfully, this time, Wargaming said, no. What do you want? And people said, we want the bracket or the group or whatever you want to call it. So hopefully, we're going to see it all the way through. Yeah, we're not going to sort of do a one match like there and say, oh, bye, thanks, like sort of thing. So we should be following it all the way through. That doesn't mean to say that I haven't missed greeting you at all. I've gone back to it. That's not to say that we're going to only follow BPS. I don't know if we are. We may be. BPS are down in Group 13, so that's where we are. It's about the problem is we have to go all the way down to the groups, you see. So BPS, their final is, well, we don't know. It's going to be in 15 minutes, basically. But I just want to show you something. So Elita, bless them, their average win rate for the team was 46.51. Okay, that's their average win rate. That's the team's win rate. Okay, whereas BPS, their average is 71.18. So you can see there the colossal difference and how this strongest to weakest principle win rate seeding works. Now, if we look at the other teams, we have this team, which is Horza. They've got an average win rate of 53.31. Okay. And then if we move then down to 666, they've got an average win rate of 47.69. Shocky, hello, thank you very much. And no, I did not miss him. I didn't, Shocky. I didn't. I'm typing now and trying to talk. I didn't miss. It looks that way, but I don't think I did. Not really. Not really. So there we go. Anyway, so two very, very, very lovely supers there. One from a Melon Killed You, and obviously one from Shocky, who's given me a hard time for apparently missing Wild Ones Helper. So I don't know when we're going out, to be honest with you. I haven't had, because this match we've just done, so I haven't had that one. So I don't know if we are going straight into the final, which will be in like 15 minutes, is the honest answer. I don't know how we're actually working this one. I think we're only going to see the final. Well, I don't know, because we may be seeing something else other than the final, but the semi-finals upper bracket I think is out now. So I think we've missed that already. So this is the thing. I don't know which one or which games we're actually going to be jumping into, because this one is out now. Yeah, the semi-finals is out now. This is they're still playing. Okay, these guys are still playing. So we're waiting on who's going to win out of Horza and 666. Okay. Does the stream stay on his V video? Hang on. What's a V video? Bye, Shock. What, you're in Japan? 3 a.m. Wow. Thank you very much for popping in. Does the stream stay on as a video? Yes, it does. Yes, it does stay on as a video. So we're just waiting for this result here. So we've got like 15 minutes, and unfortunately, I don't have any replays. To be honest, well, we don't really have 15 minutes. We have 10 minutes. Okay, 10 minutes, because that game will finish, and the next game kicks off at 32 minutes past. We'll get it before that. Okay, and the chances are we are following BPS. That's who we are following, La BPS. So I can't do a tune, guys. Wish I could, but I can't. Not in a stream, unfortunately. I really wish I could, and I really wish I had some replays, but I didn't. And I don't play on PC, unfortunately. If I played on PC, then it wouldn't be so bad, yeah. But I don't play PC, so I don't really know the controls. Is the problem. But at the moment, as we can see today, it's pretty much of a straightforward task. Okay, I mean, it's what I expect. Okay, and it's what everybody expects on the opening day. It's simple as that, because there's a lot of teams to get through. A lot of teams to get through. Also, I'm not the only one streaming now. A couple of points on the streams, guys. Firstly, they're in these qualifying stages, because that's what these are. Okay, these are only the qualifying stages. There's going to be no rewards. Okay, there's no reward streams. There's no bonus codes. There's no dreaded keys or any of that. Not in these early stages. In the later stages, I'm expecting that there will be, so keep an eye on that. However, you've got quite a lot of choice stream-wise. This is just the opening day. Now, already we have Amunet streaming. She's streaming in English. There's me streaming. Every is also streaming. He's come back because he likes streaming. We then have iShot. Now, iShot is streaming in, I believe, I don't know if he streams in Russian or Ukrainian. So don't sort of, I'm not guaranteeing what language it is. It's one or t'other. I just cannot remember which one. And Manu is streaming in Italian. So if you want to grab hold of some streams other than in English, i.e. if like Russian is your language or Italian is your language, Manu and iShot are there streaming away in those languages. Now, as we progress through the tour, more streamers will be jumping in, ladies and gents, guys and girls, and you will start having other languages available too. So keep an eye out on that, because effectively what will happen, we will get the likes of Robert85 jumping in. He is streaming in Espanol. We have Ninja TV. He is streaming in Russian. Oh, by the way, Ice and Shot is streaming in Russian. We have Elderly Beast streaming in Russian also. So you're going to get a lot of variation. So most of the languages that the Blitz community on EU is now speaking will be covered. To be honest with you, I can't join a platoon. I wish I could. I just can't. I'm still waiting to see who BPS will be rolling out with in about, well, just over 10 minutes now. And we're rolling all the way back down to group 13. So many groups. I need to ask. Oh, there we go. It's 666. So they have a win rate average of 47.69% for the team. They have just beaten Horza, who I don't remember, they had a better win rate than 666. They've just beaten them 2-1. So that one went to a decider, which was Naval Frontier. We will be going out with 666 and BPS on New Bay. Yeah, I know we've just seen that map. We're going to see it again. So it's going to give the teams a, hardly any variation, but there we have it. Now, the other way it works, if we look at this, because I'm just looking at time here. So prove your skill number 1. That's the entire stage. Okay. And like as I said, there are 3 parts to the Prove Your Skill number 1. This is just stage 1, then the stage 2 and stage 3. It gets progressively harder as you go into the time. So double elimination is the first stage. So the teams always have 2 ways to get through. Double elimination. Up to 512 teams. As we've seen, there's just over 400, etc. 4 teams per group, seed and principal, strongest to weakest, battle format best of 3, 2 best teams advance to the next stage. Second stage again is double elimination, this time down to 256 teams, and again the best 2 go through. And then the third stage, we have single elimination, 128 teams, and the final battle for third place. So we have basically a best of 5, okay, and final battle for third place, which will be best of 7. But those are the third stage. Okay, so that's what we got to look at. So we will see how that works. We're just waiting for the invite now. It should be coming through any time soon. And I notice people are jumping off. I understand why you're jumping off. I get it. You know, I'm not showing any replay. I didn't think I've got any replays on here. No, see, I've only got rubbish replays. Well, that was quite a good one. We'll play that one in between the break. It's I can play it now. This one's not a bad replay. It's not a mastery or anything. It's just a bit of fun. This is just a fun replay that I use in a video, because why not? It was, you know, it's a tank that I'm not overly amazed at, to be fair. So I thought, you know, might as well give it a bash. I was on stream. We were having a bit of fun. And yeah, you know, I wasn't tuning it. No, I was with Yusuf. There you go, look. There we go, cheese and onion crisps. I've got a packet of Walker's cheese and onion crisps, which are like gold dust in this part of the world. By the way, not easy to get your paws on, and they're waiting downstairs for me for a special occasion. I don't know what that's going to be yet, but I will be having Walker's cheese and onion crisps at some point in time. I just don't know what that point in time is yet. So enjoy your cheese and onion crisps. Yeah, you miss out on that sort of stuff every now and then. So this game, by the way, starts a little bit sort of meh. I would do both body socks. If I were you, I would do both. I would keep my EU account, but also open an NA account, and do what I do with when I open these type of accounts. Do it free to play, to be honest with you, because you've invested so much effort into the EU account. Why, you know, why throw all that away? And obviously, you know, it's always difficult. Hey, Depeche Mode, it's always difficult to justify spending more money on another account, to be honest with you. And this was the quandary I had. I mean, I had to open a CIS account when I was doing the CIS streams, and there's just no way that I can maintain an account on all the servers, to be honest with you. So I don't. So I'm free to play on both APAC and NA. And I'm not going to lie, it ain't the easiest, but you know, you can still get some fun out of it. You get to learn the different bits and bobs, and you know, it's a different play style when you're free to play. I'm not gonna lie, and it's certainly more interesting than you think. So this replay hasn't got much longer to go. I'll tell you, it was just a bit of a fun replay. We're not going to be setting the world on fire. I'm just having a bit of aggressive fun here in the Kanon and Jag, whatever it is. What is it? Kanon and Jag Panzer. Kanon and Jag Panzer. My German is terrible. Almost as terrible as my any other language other than English. I mean, my Russian is terrible. I mean, the best sentence I have in Russian is "Я плохо говорю по-русски," which in my Russian is pretty bad. Maybe it should be Yeah, Ochin Ploku Gavaru Paruski, which is my Russian is terribly bad, or words to that effect. But you can see you can have a little bit of fun with a bit of YOLO and a bit of aggression. Yeah, you're not going to do much damage, but I keep telling everybody it's not always about damage, guys. It's about having a bit of fun and winning the game. Yeah, and who doesn't like smashing a smasher? I mean, I like smashing smashers. I know there's an AMX behind me who's going to give me a hard time, but I was hoping to try and ammo rack the smasher, but it just didn't work. Oh, look at that for a kill steal. Lovely, lovely jubbly. So 2.3k is nothing in this tank. But we had fun. That's the main thing. We had a good time. And that should be finishing just in time for us to jump into the next room. Look at that, I got a second class. Yay! Never knock. There it is. Canonian Jag Panzer 105. Wow, what a name. And my teammate Yusuf, stealing all the damage. Well played, Yusuf. So hopefully... No, we still haven't had the invite. It's not come through yet. It should come through very shortly, though. We're at 27 minutes, so it should be any time soon. And there it is, look. As if by magic, there comes the invite. Thank you, Martin, for popping by. Always appreciate that. So, going out New Bay again. We're going to jump out to the room. There is a delay on the stream. Of course there is. It's a tournament stream, so we have to have the delay. But it's the minimum delay that we're running. So it's only like 3 odd minutes. So I'll wait till the room gets down to just past the 3 minutes before I jump in. That way I can avoid any kind of stream sniping from any unruly quarters out there. Not that these guys are going to stream snipe. I mean, they've got better things to occupy their mind. If I'm being perfectly honest with you, stream sniping is the least of their concerns at this moment in time. Believe me. Excuse me while I sup some coffee. Chances are we're going to see BPS take a bit of a traditional lineup in the opening match. They're going to sort of get a feel of that, see how it goes, and if they feel that it's a little bit more chilled than they expected, then I'm expecting them to see a different type of lineup like we saw in the last round. That's what I'm expecting from BPS, if I'm being perfectly honest, Vivia. As I said, at the moment I haven't got the webcam or anything on because if I'm being honest, I couldn't be bothered to set up the green screen. I know that's like lazy, but this is the opening day, and we'll get it all set up for the other parts. The other days when it becomes more sort of intense. So let's jump into the room now, because now I don't know 666. To be fair, I don't know where they're from. So first and foremost, I want to see where they're from. They're Russian-Ukrainian. So the chances are this is a team that is probably come over in the recent migration. So if that's true to you guys, then welcome. I hope you're enjoying the tournament circuit. Now this is Project Navigator. Okay, Project Navigator. Then we've got, now these are all the ones I get confused over. Okay. Because obviously it's Cyrillic into Roman. Okay, it looks like Vatu. To me, it looks like Vatu. So if I'm pronouncing you wrong, Vatu, I'm awfully sorry, but it looks like Vatu rather than Bati, because I'm assuming you've done that sort of Romanized Cyrillic. Then we have Foma. Foma is pretty easy to remember. ISO Ev. I'm going to call you ISO. I hope you don't mind that. Noobshi. Noobshi. What a name. Upplug. Okay. And